record. Alright. Just going to talk shit for a few minutes. Make sure this works. So,
God, dude. PlayStation sucks for this game, dude.
What do you mean? You mean
joysticks are all fucky.
Oh, yeah, no.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, the 360 version.
I swear this
way
joystick
better.
is worse than it used to be.
Probably. Which one? The left one?
Yeah, the left one.
Is it turning by itself?
Yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah, you gotta kind of keep trying to. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta mess with it.
It didn't used to be like that. Did it?
No.
No, that's what I thought.
Wait, there was one game where it was acting up like that. But it usually... Wait, where was that? Oh, wait,
God.
no. That was a different controller. No, it was that controller when I used to use it for the Dreamcast thing. But it's
You got another one?
Nope.
Oh.
Never used to do that on the PlayStation, though. Well, that dicks. But okay.
Yeah, it sure does. I bet you can buy them pretty cheap, though.
Yeah.
Actually, they sell these things at Goodwill. Most of the time, they're PS1 controllers or PS2. They're so fucking old.
As long as with the DualShock ones, they should still work with the PS2. But, I mean the PS3, rather. If you get the PS2 ones.
What the fuck, man? I gotta take I can only go to a bus stop. And then you get out of the bus station. You can't go to a specific spot. I don't remember that. They made everything so much harder in the first one.
They sure did.
They you know, and they probably did that on purpose so they could have some breathing room for 2 and 3.
Exactly. That's how classic Jew tactics. But,
God damn, this fucking joystick.
Alright, so...
It's like you try to turn a sharpen and it just power slides on you.
Damn, that's really shitty. I'm gonna have to go buy a new controller today, because I have a Skyrim marathon waiting for me tonight. And that cannot be happening.
What is that?
That's where I play Skyrim relentlessly for about 10 to 12 hours until 5 in the morning.
Oh. Can you play online?
Not in Skyrim, but they have a new one that came out that you can play online, which it's the same game, except other people are also in the world. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, you can't hippie jump in this one. Why did you buy Skate 1, dude? What the fuck?
Well, because they didn't have Skate 2 or 3 at that particular time, and I wanted to play Skate right then, so I just got that one. And really, I love the camera angle of the first one the best.
I don't.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. But what most people don't realize is Skate 2, because most people either have Skate 1 or Skate 3. Nobody plays Skate 2, but Skate 2 had the best animations for slamming and falling. It was just hilarious the way people would slam. And they got rid of that in the third one. In the third one, they look like cardboard boxes just falling over. Alright.
So I wonder if these picnic tables, they don't look scaled right. They look like they're a little taller than how they are in real life.
The rails?
No, the picnic tables.
Well, I don't know. Some of them, like at that one high school off of Magnolia, they have the short ones. They're like uneasily short. But the one that but they do have really big ones though. Like the one that Brian Herman switched frontside heel flips over in Stay Gold. That was a proper big one.
So they're not all the same size?
Yeah, no. They look exactly the same, but there's 2 different sizes that they make.
Oh my fucking god, this shit's annoying. I wish I could just turn with the D-pad.
You might be. Oh no, you can't.
And then look, well, what the fuck? Dude, it's actually just turning on its own.
Let me see this.
Look at this, dude. Just press X and it'll start power sliding on its own.
Oh yeah.
You need a new controller. How much are they?
Seems to be working. There's a couple little.
Alright, give me the shit back.
Yeah, unnecessary power slide there. Alright, folks, just ran to the other room to play some Skate there. Alright, so this is where I don't know quite what to do. Show saved calls. Alright, I'm going to stop this recording and hopefully. Wait, let me check this. See camera. Advanced. Sky display information. Wow, direct connections. Recording. Save recordings to desktop.
Hey, you gotta watch this Rob Dyrdek interview. It's pretty insightful.
Is it a recent one?
Yeah. He talks about, you know how he made Street Dreams?
Yeah.
He spent $1.8 million making that movie. And guess how much money he made off of it?
About $27.
Almost 17.
Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty. Ryan Dunn had some funny moments, and Paul Rodriguez is a terrible actor, and Dyrdek had a couple.
Dude, but
moments.
he was designing shoes for DC, and he would get royalties on each shoe that he designed, and so whenever I can't remember who it was, but they were buying out DC, and they came in and they were looking at the numbers and they're like, how is this one guy making royalties on 35 of the shoes?
Yeah.
And it was Rob Dyrdek, dude. He fucking designed like probably almost all of the shoes and was making a percentage on the sales of them.
So essentially he had like 35 pro models. Just selling without his name.
Or actually, I think he had like 20 or something ridiculous. Or it's like in the teens, I know that.
Of his actual pro models?
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane.
Well, he was one of the first pros on DC.
Yeah, is he still on DC? Is he still on DC? Or did they actually get bought out? Did that ever end up happening?
What?
Did that company actually buy out DC in the end?
I can't remember. The only thing that sucks about the interview is that you have to have Fox Sports or some sports channel to see the whole interviews when they come out, because it's this dude, I can't remember his name, but he's really fucking good at interviewing and journalist type.
Yeah.
And he's like he's probably one of the best interviewers out there, and it's all professionally set up, like camera, lighting. It's really good quality. They had and they interview a bunch of people. Like this dude interviews his name's Grant Basinger, and they interview, and he has his own YouTube channel. This is where I saw this, but they only play segments of the interviews, and some they don't even have uploaded. So it's really exclusive. You have to actually have Fox Sports or Fox Southwest or one of those sports channels to see the full interviews, when they come out. But they got this Dennis Rodman one on there, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. He's all fucked up, he's like literally like drunk, and the shit that he's done is ridiculous. Like by far the most unique NBA player ever. And there's a Charles Barkley one on there. That one's fucking awesome. Like Charles Barkley, he speaks. He's like real. He'll say what is on his mind, and he's honest, and he's upfront about everything. And
hell yeah, I bet.
And he's like talking about his gambling, and he's fucking the shit. After you watch that, you're just like, hell yeah, Charles Barkley's the shit.
Dude, he actually used to be like my second favorite player growing up. Second.
Who was your first?
Glenn Rice, all the way.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I've always liked people that aren't like the most, who the fuck's favorite
best
player is Glenn Rice, you know what I mean? But he
used to be one of my favorites because I had the same last name, and he was a really good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I actually even the way how everybody has their own little skadova that they do when they do free throws. Everybody has their little dribble,
routine.
Yeah, their routine. I actually specifically imitated Glenn Rice's routine when I would do free throws. But and I was also a small forward usually, and 3-pointers were my thing. Although I wasn't that good at them, but I was better at anything.
The Mike Tyson one's pretty good. He's pretty real,
Man.
He
went crazy as fuck for a while, but now he's real as fuck.
Yeah, he went to prison, dude.
Yeah, dude, he had a fucking...
He was making so much money, it was ridiculous. Like, Grant Basinger, the interviewer, he tracked, like, all of his purchases, I guess, somehow, financially. And he was like, yeah, I mean, according to my records, you spent over $400 million.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you have anything to show for that? And he was like, nah. He's like, how do you spend all that much money and and he was naming things that he owned during certain times. He's like, how did you have this and that, and like all these cars, all this stuff? And he's like, well, he doesn't even remember what his mindset was back then. He was just like, I guess I was just young and stupid. That's all he can really say.
Yeah, and he had...
It's like he doesn't even remember having any of that stuff.
Dude, yeah, he doesn't remember until Peter bring it up to him, and then he vaguely remembers. He had a house, or a complex, rather, like a mansion complex out in the West Coast somewhere. He had a fucking pet lion.
Yeah.
He just had a lion out in his front yard. And I remember these people went to interview him, and none of them would get out of the car because there's a fucking lion there. And he had other animals. I think he had his own. He had a whole, like a miniature zoo, actually. But you know who we should swing in this call is Terrell Robinson, but I don't know how many Terrell Robinsons could there possibly be. Oh, here he is, Black Cat. There we go. Let's add him. See if we can't swing him in.
They had there's one. He does. You know who Jesse Ventura is?
Oh yeah.
Pro wrestler, and then he was governor of Minnesota.
And now he lives off the grid half the year.
In Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about how when he was a pro wrestler, Vince McMahon, basically he sued Vince McMahon for the rights to his character as a wrestler. And so and he lost the lawsuit. Vince McMahon lost, and so anytime Vince McMahon sells any product, like any old, WrestleMania movies or anything that Jesse Ventura was involved in, he gets a commission or royalty from any of that. So basically, and Jesse Ventura was in the movie Predator, and he talks about like being friends with Arnold, and that's pretty cool.
Wow. Yeah, and there's whoops. What am I doing? Fuck. Oh, here we go. Is that Vince McMahon? Is that the same McMahon that like kind of
Who owns
yeah
WW? Yeah, he
used to actually wrestle? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he used to wrestle.
Yeah, he used to wrestle. He's a fucking billionaire.
Oh, he's gotta be.
He screws like he just whenever a wrestler he basically owns the wrestler's characters, and so they don't really get paid as much as they should.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
So and he basically muscled his way to the top, just. And it's funny because Jesse Ventura explains that, and he's like, "Well, that's the way he is. You can't hate him for it, because that's what people have to do to become the top dog in an organization like that."
Yeah, and really those, I mean, that's a fucking rough way to make a living if you're actually a wrestler. Because like, although it's all choreographed, it's almost more impressive than actually wrestling. Like the stunts that they pull off, I mean, they're supposed to not get too hurt, but those dudes get fucked up because how perfectly can you do a front flip off of the corner and catch him perfectly between his knees to where you're not, accidentally kneeing him in the face, and they'll fucking have a little razor slipped under their fucking belt. When they slam on the floor, they'll swoop down, grab it, and cut their arm a little bit so that they're actually bleeding and shit. And it's crazy. I mean, those guys probably get, well, not as beat up as an NFL player, I imagine, but those dudes get fucked up. But it's actually really impressive.
So Jesse Ventura was saying that he's the only wrestler, because what they do when they do WrestleMania, they always have an old school wrestler come back, out of retirement, so to speak. However they play that story, he's the only one out of the whole lineup of wrestlers that is not allowed back to do a little show. How you always see like The Undertaker or like Hulk Hogan come back, and there's all this hype.
So Jesse's not allowed to come back?
No.
Or who's not allowed to come back?
Jesse Ventura. And the whole thing started, the whole beef had to do with Hulk Hogan. Like, basically Hulk Hogan, like, said some shit and put Jesse Ventura in an awkward position, and it like ruined their friendship. I can't remember the whole story. So he hasn't spoken to Hulk Hogan in like decades, and he talks about his political campaign in Minnesota, becoming governor, and how he spent the least amount of money out of all the candidates and won by a long shot.
Wow. Man, I bet there's sometimes too where even though they're, the thing's all choreographed, I'm sure there's some beef going on between those guys, and I guarantee you once in a while, if we're talking shit before the show, they probably get a good solid clock in on their face, and they can't really say anything about it because in the middle of the performance. I guarantee you there's some matches that actually got bucked.
Dude, this shit's fucking annoying. I can't even play Skate. It
was working all right for me.
No, you didn't play long enough.
But yeah, I did. There were some unnecessary power slides going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new controller. Hold on, let me call why and who and where and what is my cell phone doing? Hold on. Let me take these off.
Maybe if I change the truck settings.
Cell phone is gone. Where? How is that possible? So, cut me God.
I might have just fixed it.
How'd you do that?
I turned off the motion sensor function.
Where in the... Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, I think it is fixed. Hell yeah.
You fixed it?
Yeah.
Wait, you turned off... What did you turn off?
The motion sensor function.
Motion, as in like the Xbox Kinect kind of motion sensor? I didn't.
I don't know.
Oh shit! Micah Hanks is calling. Hold on 1 second. Yes, Micah, my brethren. Fantastic. How's it going?
How come I'm not in the call?
Because I have him on the phone.
Oh.
No, not really. I'm doing. Me and John Polk are doing our first little. Doing a little podcast tonight, kind of like a test run, just a pre-recorded thing. And right now, I've got my friend over here. We're testing out Skype, and I'm trying to figure out how it works. Yeah, I was gonna. Well, I think I figured everything out already, but yeah, I was gonna get some tips from you, but I think I've got it going on. Do you really need anything else? I've got Skype, and I've got the call recorder app that goes with it, which from what I understand, if you just use call recorder and it's supposed to automatically save it to your desktop, and then you can bounce it onto to Spreaker or whatever from there, right?
Yeah, that is usually how that works. Now, granted, I mean, I don't use call recorder because I'm recording into a separate audio interface, but the thing is, I mean, this is the way you plan to do it. It'll work just fine like that. So, with call recorder, yeah, you'll just record it, and you'll have the audio. It should save it directly to your desktop, and you can refer to the web. I mean, everything you know about all that should be available on the web. And yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can edit it, add this or that, the beginning or the end or whatever. Like some people, they'll record the beginning of their podcast with an intro or something, and then they'll insert the audio for the conversation with call recorder. However you decide to do that, listen, if you need any help within the next about hour and a half, I'll be on the road, so you can call me anytime. Or if you want to try and catch up a little later, we can chat after you record it to see how things went. But yeah, man, I'm in your pocket, and I can help you if you need anything, okay?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, because yeah, as far as the pre-recorded stuff, I think I got that down, but I'm definitely need some pointers as far as running it live and what all equipment I may or may not need to do that. No, I tried doing as good. We just can't get around the issue of the voice coming in my headphones like 3 seconds later after I say it, and it just throws me off, and I can't do it. All right, yeah, because I would really rather use Google Hangouts if it wasn't for that. Oh no, I've got it right here. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And yeah, my bad, man. I actually had to go. I've been MIA for the last couple of weeks until a couple of days ago. I had to finally take care of that DWI, which resulted in me. I had to spend some time in jail for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I heard here, man. Man, actually, it was really late when I got in last night. I was like, man, he might be up. So I actually tried to call you. Figure you were probably asleep and everything. But yeah, I was up late as fuck last night. First few meteors. I was trying to see the meteors. I actually got to see a few of them, but then we got complete cloud cover by around 2:30, and so I finally went to bed. I was a little late this morning, so apologies. I would have called you earlier. But let's, I'll let you kind of do your report thing, but let's catch up. And what we might be able to do is we can jump on Skype together, and I can walk you through the Google Hangout thing. You might need some extra equipment. Usually you can do this stuff really inexpensive. And I'm the king of figuring out ways to improve audio quality on the budget. And a lot of the time you can use shit that you got laying around that'll help you. And so yeah, man, we'll wrap, and I'll help you with some of that. I think you guys can still use Google Hangout with no problem.
All right, yeah, because I'd really like. Yeah, I love Google Hangouts so much better than. And plus, with Beyond the Strange, we always have so many. We never have issues when we're not live, but as soon as we go live, all of a sudden people can't call in, people are getting cut out, and we never had any issues like that with Google Hangouts.
I'll tell you the best system I think to run is this. First of all, you guys are calling this show that you and John are doing here.
It's called the Quantum Hologram Matrix.
I love it. Cool. That's perfect. You guys have a website for it already?
Not yet, but we are. We're still. It's probably going to be another. We'll probably have everything fully ready to go by like by next month. But yeah, we got to get the website. We got to get all of our social media accounts going and all that good stuff. But no. Like I've made websites with like iWeb and Everweb, just like drag and drop kind of shit. But I don't know how to do a proper website that has like really cool features and stuff like that.
If you are interested, I might be able to help you with some of that stuff, man. Because, I've learned to do all this shit myself for years. I'm stubborn as hell, and man, I know how to do so damn much shit. I'll tell you, the best thing you can do is use WordPress website, and I can even help you with some graphic shit to get it done. I'm sure it's some badass content creators for your show. So, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, that just every word you said is exactly what we want to do. Yeah, that's fantastic. Man, I really appreciate it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. No worries. I know you're a busy as hell man. Um, but yeah, and also, dude, man, I've got some crazy shit to tell you about that happened to me on the way to Contact the Desert, at Contact in the Desert, and actually, I finally figured out. I think I may have mentioned it to you, but I figured out what my first book is going to be about, and I've got uh, a pretty fucking interesting theory that I don't know. Definitely probably don't have time right now, but definitely want to run it by you and see what you think about it. But All right, thanks. Definitely, man. You too. It's always good to hear from you. All right, brother. Well, I'll talk to you sooner or later, man.
All right, cool. You take care, DD. Tell them everyone I said hey to, okay?
All right, definitely, we'll do.
All right, man.
All right, peace, man. That was Micah fucking Hanks, everybody. Actually calling in randomly while we're doing this. I don't know who everybody is because we're probably not going to post this up. Fuck it, I might post it up on my on the GG Speaker account along with the story time with Hal. If they're not up, I think I might have actually posted the first one up already. But if they're not, definitely look for story time with Hal. Which, by the way, Hal is the other person complaining about the joystick on my controller in the other room.
Oh, I fixed it.
Nope, he fixed it. Well, that's weird though. Motion sensor. I didn't think PS3 had motion sensor. You mean
Must
motion?
be in the joysticks.
I'll have to look into that. But okay, let me see what Terrell's doing. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let me call Terrell. Nope, Terrell is skateboarding. As usual. Alright. Alright, now I'm just going to mess with some of these settings. Let's see. So what's up with the skateboarding being in the Olympics? Is that they didn't do that this year, did they?
Nah, I think it's for 2016.
All right, thank God. We'll figure out.
I mean 2020. Maybe it is. I don't know.
What were some of the names of the events that you were telling me? They like some
Those
crazy
were all
names?
a joke. I don't remember them, but it was Donovan Strain. You know who that guy is?
Oh, that really funny dude?
Buttery ass. Yeah, he started doing buttery ass Mondays on the barracks.
Man, yeah, I gotta get a hold of that guy. Do some Ether Vape commercials.
He sells art on. He sells art now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he must still skate.
He's fucking hilarious. He's got a great sense of humor.
Now say his name one more time. Donovan
Strain.
That's right. Shit. But yeah, so 2020. That's more than enough time to get skateboarding out of the Olympics, just like we did 10 years ago. I shouldn't say we. I had nothing to do with it. I certainly was against it. Well, why? Did you hear that music just blast right there?
No.
A song randomly just came on. Okay, well now I know that doesn't work. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's see. You know what the first event should be is the very first. If they do make it to the Olympics, the first event should be pass the drug test. And we'll see how many people actually make it to the second round. But
yeah, I don't. That shit's retarded. Who's gonna fucking take steroids for skateboarding?
no, they're not going to take steroids. They're just going to be at the bar the night before, gacking up a bunch of blow and getting head in the bathroom.
Yeah, but the main thing is steroids.
Yeah, but
That's why they do the drug testing.
well, that's the main thing. But trust me, they do a full blown. I mean, dude got kicked out of the UFC because he had marijuana in his system. He wasn't. He wasn't allowed to fight because of marijuana. And then also, there's another guy who.
That's retarded because marijuana is legal.
Not in Japan where they had that where that particular fight was at. But no, they're pretty strict on any drugs. And And actually, one guy.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude. People, you would think nowadays that people would just be like, become smart about the whole drug situation.
Yeah, well, there's like 14 states, 13 or 14 states that are finally being smart about it, but Texas is trying to get it passed, which I thought would be the last state for sure to ever do that. But
Yeah, me too.
I mean, any victimless crime, any victimless crime. If you want to fucking shoot up some meth or whatever the fuck it is you do, who gives a? There's already, like Doug Stanhope says, there's already the only laws that there should be are natural law. Like if you get too drunk, you feel like shit the next day. That's punishment in itself. If you sit on a tack, you will bleed from the ass. Those are natural laws. You don't need a ticket on top of that. The lesson is inherent in itself. But and plus that way you really thin the sheep from the herd. People want to waste their lives doing drugs all the time, then fuck it. That's more opportunity for the other people that don't. But at the same time, there's always a time for yay. Once in a while, a nice little treat. There's no harm in that. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Okay, I think. What does this do? Okay, I am going to stop this for right now and see if this downloads to my computer like it's supposed to. Alright, Call with Hal over and out.